Alright, what's up, guys? Today I'm explaining spiritual ascension, and this is a beginner's guide on how to spiritually ascend. So I'm just gonna be like running through explaining like what it is and the steps in order to like spiritually ascend. Kind of like me, because I have spiritually ascended, and I'm just wanting to teach you guys. Like I was like, man, other people should know about this, and yeah, you clicked on the right video, and I'm here to explain it. Alright. So the big question is like, what is spiritual ascension? Um, well, from my interpretation, from my years of studying, hard work, um, and just my recollection of, you know, stuff, I have learned that spiritual ascension is when you use your soul energy, so like your soul, to compress your spirit. Okay, I know it sounds a little weird, but you have a physical state, which is like your skin, your bones, like that kind of stuff. Then you have a spiritual state, which is like layers of like yourself, like your emotions and like your goals and your stuff like that. You got what I'm saying? And then you got your soul, which is obviously like the pinnacle of yourself. And I'm using my soul's like energy to compress my spirit, like the layers of my spirit into one like layer. So think of it like a tier cake, like like a bundt cake, or not a bundt cake, like a birthday cake. How it has like you got the red layer and the blue layer and like the yellow layer and like the white layer, and you got like uh, you just imagine like a pancake, right? Like just flatten it. That's what I'm doing. But instead of like using my hands to flatten it, I'm using like my spiritual energy, or not, or my soul energy, sorry, to like compress it, because this is like the only energy that's available to me that is strong enough to do like to handle and to do like these kinds of sorts of things. You got what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is. What it entails is, I mean, you pretty much like awaken. Like, I took an IQ test before my spiritual ascension, and I think I got like a 40, like 40 IQ, and then after my spiritual ascension, I think I got like a like a 6,000, and yeah, it just like really makes you sorry. It really increases your brain power and like your energy levels, because you're, instead of using like energy that you get from eating foods, you're using your soul's energy. And even though it's finite, it is so much energy that it will last you like forever. And that pretty much means I'm immortal. We can just put it that way. I am pretty much immortal. Because my soul energy is pretty strong, you know. Now, the thing about spiritual ascension is you need to use this soul energy sometime in your lifetime. And it's best to use it when you're young and bright, like me, right? You don't want to be in your like 80s and using your soul energy. At that point, it's pretty much been expended through like ghosts. Like ghosts just walk around the house and steal your soul energy. And it's just how that happens. And it's God, all right. It's just like that's what happens. Is a ghost walk around and steal your soul energy. I know it sounds crazy, but seriously, I've been to the other worlds and I've seen how it works. Okay, it is actually crazy. It may not seem like your soul energy is being used up, but in order to like actually visualize your soul energy being used, you need to first tap into your soul energy. Um, and most people don't do that. Like, I have been able to tap into my soul energy. My good friend, um, Andrew Tate has been able to tap into his soul energy. Andrew Huberman has been able to tap into his soul energy. Socrates actually did. Oh my god, Mama, what? Um, but like I was saying, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, but like I was saying, Socrates was able to tap into his spiritual energy. All these people, have. And even though Socrates may be dead, I still communicate with him on like a daily basis, pretty much. Because when I travel to or other world through my spiritual energy, I can actually talk to like past souls like Socrates. And I've learned quite a bit, you know. There's probably a couple more fellas out there that have, but those are like probably the most memorable ones that I've really taken some work, some like taken ideas. No, like I haven't stolen them. I've just like taken inspiration. You get what I'm saying? Um, but that is like, those are some of the people that I've been able to communicate with and stuff that have been able to tap into their soul energy. Um, and there's plenty of ways too, but there's some like specific things that truly allow it and truly make it a lot easier. Now anybody can tap into their soul energy, um, but there's quite a bit that goes into it, and that's what makes it so difficult. Is that you just got to be like really strong, really confident, really understanding, and like truly, truly devoted to the way and understanding soul energy and spiritual ascension in the end. So I'm going to explain some of the steps to tap into your soul energy to unlock that first step in spiritual ascension. So soul energy is the energy that your soul uses to like pass through the world. Your physical state is almost like a shell. Like you really, it's what embodies your spirit and soul. And um, your shell requires like food and water in order to function, but your spirit doesn't. Your soul doesn't. They work off of different energy, which is found around us, like supernatural energy, like that kind of stuff, or like solar energy, like photosynthesis. Um, it's just plenty of energy sources around that the soul and the spirit can use, but the soul likes to use soul energy along with the spirit, but your spirit doesn't require any energy. It only like wants it. That's the thing. It's not like a need. It's only a want for your spirit. And once the spirit like gets a taste of that soul energy, it just wants it. It wants it, and that's how you like spiritually ascend, pretty much. But to first unlock your soul energy, you need to like first just like calm down, like take a breath, and you just need to like relax and stuff. Some other ways are purchasing a mortar and pestle. Actually, let me show you guys. So this mortar and pestle right here is what really like it taps into your soul. This is like it's like a primitive way to tap into your soul energy. This takes you back to your roots, back to the Paleolithic age when we were apes in caves. Do you get what I'm saying? Back when we were being hunted by dinosaurs and chased by like dinosaurs. Um, but the mortar and pestle like it like pretty much translates your soul energy. So like using the handle and crushing like different gemstones and stuff brings that soul energy out of your hand into the handle of like the mortar and pestle, like the little like masher, and then puts it into the gems, and that's like it like exfoliates your soul energy, and that's what really brings it out. The second thing we got on our list is, oh yes, these salt lamps. These are a necessity. I'm not even joking. These are a literal necessity to tap into your soul energy. Like if you don't have a salt lamp, you will not be tapping in. Okay. These are like so essential. It is incredibly hard to unlock your soul energy without a salt lamp. Okay. It is so difficult. And those little wicks too, those are pretty helpful. They're not needed though. Like I have some in my basement, but I don't like use them often. But I do have like 5 salt lamps like over there somewhere. Okay. Next thing, yoga. Yeah. You gotta do some yoga, okay? What yoga does is people don't understand, but yoga is so powerful when unlocking soul energy. You are at such a calm state of mind, a calm physical state, a calm spiritual state, and a calm soul state. And once you unlock the state, it really just allows the energy to course through your body like a like an electric eel, like shocking a fish, pretty much. Um, it just allows your energy to flow through your body, and this what really like lets your body feel the soul energy, let your spirit feel the soul energy for the first time. And this is actually how I unlocked my like understanding of soul energy for the first time. I was doing some goat yoga in my backyard, and um, I just like was at such a calm state that I felt this strange energy. I was like, wow, I really want to understand this more, and I did, and look where I am. And then last but not least, yes, metal drum pans, whatever you like to call them. Metal pan drums, metal pans, metal steel pans is actually what I think they're called. Whatever. Um, they really bring your like soul energy out too. It's kind of like the Mormon pestle, like the handle, like the soul energy comes up your arm, goes through the handle, and then into the metal pan, and that's what really like shifts it around, really brings it out. You get what I'm saying? Um, and like the sound of the drum is also what calms you down. It doesn't calm you down like yoga does, but it really like relaxes and is just amazing for like first feeling that kind of first tap into the soul energy. Um, some other things that I didn't quite talk about are gemstones. Like if you're into like gemstones and geology and that stuff, that's a great way too. Like special gems like jade is pretty good. Quartz, pretty good. Nitra is pretty good. Other than that, there's plenty more, but I'm just not going to get into it. Um, Another thing, open windows. Actually, I have an open window right over there. Um, that it really allows like the energy from the real world to like flow into your home and like fill up the place you live in, and your body like soaks that up like a sponge, and it really um empowers like the soul and stuff. It's not needed, but it's really good. Another one might be like the sunlight. The sunlight is amazing for like the soul energy. It really like photosynthesis. Like I talked about this earlier. The spiritual energy and soul energy really like sunlight. Kind of like how a plant likes photosynthesis, like moss. Moss really likes photosynthesis. So that's how you like understand. Um, if I can put that into perspective in any way. But there's plenty more. I'm just not going into it. But that's how you first unlock like your soul energy. Once you have that soul energy unlocked, you need to learn how to like control it. And that's just for through trial and error, pretty much. Like maybe my control of soul energy is like eating. Okay, like it could be eating for me, but then for like a viewer like you, it could be like looking at a clock. They're very different things that could happen that just like allows your soul energy to flow through your body pretty much. And that once you like let it regularly flow through your body, you begin to understand it. Okay? Your mind begins to grasp the concept that this energy isn't normal, it's artificial. It's not artificial, I'm sorry. It's like soul energy. And once your body like understands that, it's like, wow, I can use this in plenty of ways. And that's how I begin the first stages of spiritual ascension. So, I'm actually going to start out the stages. Now, I've already spiritually ascended many times, and trust me, it is completely safe. Do not worry about like, oh, am I going to like blow up, or oh, am I going to like turn to mist, or oh, am I going to like go in space? Like, no, you're not. You're going to just get really smart, like I did. I don't know if I said this earlier. I may have forgotten. Um, but when I took a IQ test before spiritual ascension, I got like I think it was like a 50. I think it was 50, and then after it was like a 6,000. Like after spiritual ascension, my IQ was 6,000. So you can see there's quite a bit of a jump there. Um, and then also like my physical state, like I became like much more agile and much more like quick and like expedient and strong, and like it's not just the mind but it's also the body. And like, yeah, it's pretty good. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so spiritual ascension, it's, don't worry, it only like helps you get better. Like, it really doesn't affect you in any bad ways. It doesn't harm you. Now, once you're like begin spiritual ascension though, you can't really turn back. That's the thing. And I don't know why you would want to turn back, because this life is like really, really empowering and really like new, you could say. It's a natural life. Like this is how like the this is how like the ancient cavemans should have lived. They should have lived like this way. But they didn't like have a mortar and pestle. They didn't have salt crystals, lamps, sorry. Or they didn't have yoga or that kind of stuff. They just had like wooden baseball bats and saber tooth cloth, which sadly is not a great way to tap into your soul energy. Um, but if they had these resources at hand, then they could have spiritually ascended and tapped into their soul energy and all this stuff. And we would probably be living in a whole different world. But I'm here today to explain spiritual ascension to you guys before it is too late. So, we want to first get in like a comfortable position. Ooh, yeah. And just take a couple of deep breaths and just calm, yeah. Just calm. Once you're calmed down, you can begin to feel that soul energy kind of like flowing through you, like, oh, soul energy. There you can just feel it like going in your like face or your head or your brain or stuff. You know what I'm saying? And through your body. And once you like know that it's like flowing through your body, this is really important, because if it's not, and if you haven't mastered your soul energy yet, it's not going to work. Spiritual ascension is not going to work. If you haven't mastered soul energy, your spiritual ascension will not work. But if you have, you will feel it flowing through your body. You'll feel very strong. You'll feel very empowering. You'll feel like you like know everything. Like right now, I'm thinking of like so much that like it's like crazy, because I have just soul energy in my brain right now. And you kind of just gotta like shrug it off. You kind of just gotta focus and stay in the moment and like just observe how your soul energy is acting. And once you do that, you need to just concentrate on your spiritual layers, your spiritual energy. So that is like the layers, the emotions, everything that makes you different from somebody else, like not in a physical way, like in a spiritual way. You need to just figure out a way to just like visualize that and like see it using your soul energy. I can actually see the different layers. Like, let me, for example, like I see the red layer right here, and I see the orange layer. There's a green layer right here, and then there's a yellow right here. There's another orange right here. There's a blue one. There's a purple one, and then a faint white one up here. And I need to just like compress it all down into one layer with my soul energy. So, how I do that is you first get in a position. You just relax. You just focus deeply on your soul energy. You visualize and see your spiritual layers. And you begin in your mind by thinking about combining them, thinking about pressing them down into like one layer. You just think, you're like, You may have many spiritual layers. You may have only a few. It all varies depending on the person. But you just think about that soul energy leaving your physical state and covering up your spiritual layers, compressing them into one. The light all combines into one layer. As you begin to feel stronger, you may seem much stronger. You might feel it compressing. You feel that soul energy super strong, compressing into one. And then you realize it's all in one layer. And then you pull your soul energy back into your soul. And the layer is achieved. And then, oh, it is strong. The spiritual energy is strong. You feel it. Strong spiritual energy. Strong layer. Compressed layer. Strong. It is so strong. Oh, so strong. It's compressed so much into one layer. Your soul energy is now refining your spiritual energy. Spiritual layers are combining before your eyes. You can see everything and feel it all. And then you gotta relax and realize your spiritual energy needs to be refined too. Oh, yeah, rile it back in. Think about the salt lamps. Think about the yoga. Think about the Moor and Pestle. Using different hand signs to control a spiritual energy. Ooh, yeah. That's some spiritual energy. You can open your eyes and take a look. Whoa. It's a light blue. It's a light blue. A light blue layer has formed around my body of spiritual energy. This is interesting. You just gotta calm. Close your eyes and visualize your powers. Where do you stand in the mental state, in the spiritual state? Where are you? For me, I'm in space. I'm on a planet. And my spiritual energy has carried me there. I can now see the planet before me. The vast red dunes and the craters that scatter this planet are odd, but it's something I've seen before. This is nothing new. This is just another visualization. This is spiritual ascension. And I hope you're visualizing this too. I hope you see something different, something you haven't seen before, something you've unlocked through your minds, your spirits, and your soul's strength. What do you see? Now, once you've finished visualizing this, you want to close your eyes again. Wipe away everything you've just seen. Store it in your brain and return to the human state. Oof. Oh. Ooh. I return to my physical state. Now, you can spiritually ascend as many times as you would like. And that was probably my 4 billionth time. Literally. It's something new every time. See, your soul color doesn't, your spiritual layer doesn't change colors though. That's the thing. Mine is the light blue for some reason. I don't know why. I've been doing research. I've been talking to Abraham Lincoln. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know why. But that's just research. That's what research is. It's just understanding. The color is different for everybody. But I'd say that, you know, it is something that everybody must do sometime in their life. Sooner better than never, or better than later. New, soon better than. So, spiritual ascension is truly something, and I am glad that you have finally learned spiritual ascension. Now, those are steps. You can always come back once you've refined and perfected your soul energy and retake the steps to spiritual ascension, you know. But, or you could have just spiritually ascended like right now. I don't know. But it is like something. Um, so I'm glad that I've taught you this. All right. And I'm happy to have been here to explain spiritual ascension. And I hope you are happy that you have finally learned the ways of spiritual ascension, the ways of soul energy, physical, mental, spiritual, and soul state. I am glad. So, if you don't mind, a subscribe would really help. Okay. So, it would really help. Even a like would help. Maybe you could comment what color your spiritual layer is. Like mine was light blue, so I would like mine is light blue. Enter, and you can just comment that. Share it to your friends so they can spiritually ascend along. So, yeah, I'm happy, and I will see you guys in the next one.